Okay, good morning again from Edinburgh, Scotland. And we're going to be doing the Edinburgh Castle, the infamous, world famous Edinburgh Castle, celebrating 75 anniversary, I assume. I don't know what that anniversary, because it goes back much further than that, obviously. And we're going to be going inside there after we get our tickets. Kind of cloudy, a little bit misty here. And we're going to give you guys a little short taste tour. Okay, we've collected our tickets. It was a pretty easy process. As long as you have your confirmation number, up front. But they're building some kind of a stadium here, too, for some kind of an event or a concert. This obviously is not part of the castle. It's an add-on. But they're definitely up there working on it today. But here is the entrance to the castle itself. And you can see the fortress here, built on top of a volcano, former volcano. And here we go. We're going to go in for our 1 o'clock time frame. Check out this night. Is that impressive? That's really cool. I got the film upside down camera. And these are the moats around. This is the depth of the moat to defend the castle, which is pretty standard. But this is a pretty good sized little fort here. And you can see it on this side. Nice view of the town below. Okay. And we're going in the main, what you'd call gate drawbridge. This would have been a drawbridge back in the day to defend against your enemies. Once you're inside the gate, the front gate, which would have been, it wouldn't have been easy. It would not have been easy to get to, obviously, if you're the enemy. But up here, then you face a barrage of cannons. I think you can see them all across the front top of the building here, plus flaming arrows, plus who knows what else. But the whole thing fortified on rock and stuff. And there's the lizard. Now we're looking through a hole here. Obviously, you could fire arrows through and everything else at the people below you, but you can see the whole city down there through this porthole right here. Really kind of cool. So we're moving along here. Not recommended for people who do not have balance, bad knees, bad feet, haven't walked around the block in the last 5 years. Okay, you have all these portals here you can look through. Here's some of the town down here. Now you have to remember, you could be locked in here for months. God, you get to see the entire waterfront, Liz. I'm sorry you're short. Yeah. Oh, this is an awesome view. Yeah. So you get a whole look around here. It's amazing. It is amazing, amazing look out here. It's hard to capture it all, but it was just giving you a flavor of it. So when you come here to visit, Liz is going to show us her canning skills. Get on there, lizard. Okay, here's the lizard ready to take on the Spanish Armada, right? Vamos! Here's Lizard's look right here. Look, this is how she's looking, right on top of her head. Move your head around. Here, stand there.
Too much video.
Stand there.
You already got me.
Okay, because it was so windy up here on top of the lookout at the wall here, I'm decided to do a little voiceover. You can get a great look of the city below us. You can see Edinburgh City, and a beautiful view. Even on a day when the clouds were overhead and a little bit of rain, it's beautiful sight up here. You must see this Edinburgh Castle. It's well worth your time, and it's going to take at least a half day, depending how fast you move through it. There's a lot to see, and it is one of the most famous places here in Edinburgh. and it is strongly recommended that you come here. Also, you can get your tickets online if you don't want to stand in line, but here, even in middle of June, we were able to get tickets right there at the main ticket office. So highly suggest that you come here. Also be prepared with any rain gear that you might need, and they have plenty of facilities and snack bars available here. Moving through the Regimental Museum of the Royal Scots Dragoon Guards. The lizard looks like one.
You may have missed it.
I think we should stay outside because it's not raining. Okay, we're outside now because the rain has stopped, and so we're able to get outside. There's plenty to explore inside, so if it starts raining again. So beautiful look at an inner part of the castle. We're inside the castle walls, but that's also an inner building, inner part of the castle. Here's some of the gun sites looking out on the city to defend the castle and the city itself. There's another amazing site down the Cannon gun site right into town, and you can see the mighty North Atlantic Ocean as well. Look at Lizard at work. At work. We do all this hard work for you people. I hope you appreciate it. Thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell, drop a comment. Look at Lizard.
Or not.
Or not. And Lizard's going to tell us about what we may call this theme. What themes were you thinking about?
Beaver sighting at the castle. Well,
And what was that about? We can't get into detail.
we cannot put it on the channel.
We are now down in the dungeon. I don't know if you can even see. Musty. It's musty. Death. Death in the cellars. The skeleton of a soldier. We've seen another part of the evidence indicates the dead were all victims. I hear these cellars. Wow. Wow, we're getting our underground tour. Just hit the lizard in the head. Go this way, lizard. Oh, what's in there? Huh? Is there anything there? Yeah. What is this? Oh, that's, what is it? Oh, it's a cell. Oh.
Be careful, don't slip on that.
I have no idea.
Well, commit the crime, you gotta do the time. Back in the day, I bet you court trials were a lot quicker. Okay. Again, they let you have pretty good access to everything here. It's a lot to see. We're getting ready to go into where the royal jewels are kept. And of course, you know, there's a little bit of a line, but not bad, not bad. So we're gonna go in here and see that after we get out of the dungeon. Liz has a giant tick on the side of her face. Let me get it. No, I got it. Hey, that's what makes the video. They wanted to see Beaver Dam too, right? Castle. That was a crown jewel itself.
That was. Some would say.
Okay, we're going inside. There's a green light. You can't go past the green light. There's the green light. Oh, no photography, filming, or phone use. Okay, we're shutting it down, lizard. Say goodbye. Okay, we came out of the Crown Jewels as yeah, it was pretty cool. You couldn't take videos in there, but in here you can. So they had some very large, very cool silver swords, obviously, way back in a crown, in a crown, red velvet with rubies. Very nice. Now we're into the Mary Queen of Scots area. She was. She lived in this room, I guess. Don't quote me on that. So there's movies out on Mary, Queen of Scots, very famous person. Look at the size of this fireplace. Wow. It's amazing size. Okay, we tried to, you couldn't film in the war memorial, so I shut the camera off abruptly. You did see a couple of cheaters in there, though. You always have that, people who don't follow rules. But remember, society without rules is total chaos. Okay, so let's take a look at where we're in now. It's kind of cool. We're in the Great Hall here now, and you can see all the weapons, swords that have been collected. Armor, spears. Pretty cool stuff. Here's some armor down here. This stuff, you would not have lasted very long on a battle wearing this armor. I mean, those are lances for horse riding on horses. This stuff would have been so heavy and so hot. It would have been incredible. Huge fireplace in here. Obviously, they did a lot of entertaining in here. Okay, this is a different segment of the prisons. Yeah, this is where prisoners from the other side, the enemy. There's depictions of stars and stripes. What? Americans were held here during the war, the Revolutionary War. Yeah. So American prisoners were held here during the American Revolution. They were brought back across the sea. So this is a great depiction timeline of the Revolutionary War, other wars here in Scotland. Also, describing how American prisoners of war from the Revolutionary War versus the British were brought back here and imprisoned in this castle, which is actually pretty fascinating stuff if you're into their American Revolution history. Okay, we're getting ready to go into the Edinburgh Castle. Prisons of War, 1781. It is really breezy out here now, and the temperature is definitely hot. So welcome to summer in Scotland. It's 40 degrees below. Here we have this. Oh,